Hello, welcome to the weather update for October 23rd, 2021. Kind of a gray, gloomy day, and not a lot of sun, a lot of clouds, and even some rain in all of this. We just had a couple of breaks in the evening, sort of like what it looked like. Not really anything all that great today. Pretty gloomy day, and again, we got the showers out there, so let's go to it right now. And we'll take a look at that. Sure that's going, because who knows, I don't trust myself anymore. It's supposed to be an easy day, and it turned out to be a difficult day. Thanks to the Long Island Railroad not running, of course. So, you can see we got some showers, even some heavy ones, maybe even some thunderstorms. Look at these offshore. This was unexpected. Was not expecting. I thought maybe we'd get a couple of sprinkles, but we had a shower, actually, that actually came down here about an hour ago. So right now we're in the 50s. Dew points are in the 40s. It's a lot cooler today than it was yesterday. We'll go and take a look at our high temperatures, and you will see that our high temperatures were fairly cool for the day compared to yesterday. I mean, this is much more closer to normal. High of 61 at Farmingdale, 61 at Islip, 61 at Shirley, 61 at West Hampton. Everybody's pretty much in the low 60s with the clouds around. We were pretty close to average, maybe even a little bit below average for our high temperatures today. I do want to look at the lightning, and we'll see if there's any lightning going on with those. That looked like there was some thunderstorms offshore. No, none of them have lightning, but it's pretty heavy rain that we were not expecting any of this to pop up at all today. Looking at the satellite, you can see plenty of clouds, pretty socked in, but you'll notice some clearing off to the west, and hopefully we can get into that tomorrow and having a better day, although the weather pattern really does suck for the next week or so. It really sucks. It's just as the leaves were starting to peak, too. What a pain in the neck. Once again, maybe getting gypped out of seeing some fall color this year, because when all this rain and wind come, it's probably going to knock a lot of the leaves off the wetland trees down. Again, because originally this week was supposed to be dry. We were supposed to have progressive pattern with cold fronts moving through. But how many times have we been through this already, where a week looks good and then we get the same old crap pattern that with storms getting stuck and stall front syndrome and all that other stuff. So let's go look at the models, and we'll start with the GFS. And you see that weak area of high pressure. That'll give us a fair weather day tomorrow. And then Monday, we may also have a decent amount of sunshine in that warm sector. But take a look at what's happening. So you got this low over the Great Lakes. Then you have another coastal system forming here. And they kind of team up a little bit. So here we are into Tuesday, and you can see heavy rain Tuesday morning. We're in reds. Now, it's been a very dry month, all right? So we do really actually do need some rain. It's just going to be a drawn-out process, as it always is. And that could be some really heavy rain. Tuesday could be a really rainy, wet day. And look at that how that heavy rain just stays over us. And look at that wound-up low that is offshore. So the two storms kind of like merge into this really strong system, and then it kind of just sits there. And look at how wrapped up those isobars are. This could bring a lot of wind, too. So you say goodbye to the leaves. It's over, all right, once this thing hits. And then that pulls away. We get a little break, and then the next system comes in. So we get a break later on Wednesday. Then the next system comes in, and this now looks like it's going to hold off. Looks like at least there'll be a high-pressure ridge trying to build down for Thursday and Friday, at least part of Friday. And then, yep, more rain this time on Saturday with another freaking low system that cuts off. And then finally, maybe we start to see some high pressure try to build in, and then another storm. So you can see it's a very active jet stream, active pattern. You have these tight troughs, and they're, forming these intense storms, and that's what we're going to see a lot of, unfortunately, as we're paying for the relatively calm weather we've had. So let's take a close look, because that really is impressive. I want to look at some of this on the models, because, again, we're going to take a closer look at this here on the GFS. All right, so tomorrow, enjoy the day. Monday, even enjoy the day, it looks like, although it'll be very warm. But then here comes that heavy rain Tuesday. And like I said, it kind of just gets stuck. Look at what happens. It gets stuck. And you get this area of red that just kind of sits we could be getting a lot of rain out of this. I mean, this one system could deliver a month's worth of rain. All right, so here's the storm, and then it kind of gets stuck. Again, because you don't have anything to move it, it just gets stuck there and actually retrogrades back. And the GFS seems to think maybe it could get some tropical characteristics. Nothing surprises me at this point. We're going to look at this in a minute here. But again, look at how tight those isobars are. That's going to mean a lot of wind over us. So Tuesday into part of Wednesday. And so we're not going to really dry out until maybe later Wednesday. And then you get that break Thursday, Friday, and then the next system for Saturday. So let's take a look and see how much rain this GFS is putting out for us. All right. Oh, look at that. Wow. So that's exactly what I'm saying. Some areas could see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches perhaps of rain. Over a month's worth of rain, maybe 2 months of rain. This could cause some significant flooding. And this is all very abnormal, by the way. If you haven't figured that out yet, this is not supposed to happen. But again, due to what's going on with our climate, keep driving those pickups, jerks. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing this, and it's going to get worse. Nobody seems to really realize how screwed up we are, how screwed we are. We are so screwed, and this is just the beginning of the climate mayhem that we're going to start to see in the coming years. As everybody just sits back and pretends there's nothing to worry about, let's be afraid of a little virus instead of this. All right, here I go again. But let's focus on. So this is the GFS bringing us a lot of rain, and you will see here it's just going to be a crazy amount of rain on this GFS. And then there's the wind. So let's go and look at the wind now. So if we look at the wind, you'll see as we get into look at this storm here. It's a monster, and I mean it does have tropical characteristics. It looks like there's a little eye in there. All right, and then look at the kind of wind this thing is going to bring to especially the east end. Nassau County, New Jersey, probably not too bad, but the east end and the Cape, I mean, you could be dealing with near hurricane force winds from this. This is going to be like a bomb cyclone. I guess that's what I'll put it, a bomb cyclone. That's what I'll put it, a bomb cyclone. All right? And then it slowly pulls away as you head into Thursday, and you get a break before the next system comes in. All right, again, this is the GFS. I think this can do wave height too, so this is another concern that we're going to have as well with this storm. Again, with coastal flooding, perhaps on the South Shore, and especially look at New England. Look at that. I mean, that is frightening right there. This could be like a Sandy for Boston and the Cape at this point. And you got to remember, we're around that time of the year that Sandy hit. All right. So it hit very late in the season, all right? This thing has some... Now, I'm going to look at the dew points here, and this is why I want to say, does this thing have tropical characteristics? Not. We have to look at the dew points and the temperatures. All right, so... And I'm using this also to show you the wind flow, too. So tomorrow we have northwest winds, drier air. Look what happens on Monday. We have a surge of southerlies. Dew points shoot up into the 60s. And then that is the fuel. It's warm core. Look at the center of this thing. It's warm core. All right, so that is something that could have some tropical characteristics. You got to remember water temperatures are still well above where they're supposed to be. Let's go look at our temperatures here on the GFS. All right, so here are your temperatures tomorrow. Will be cool, upper 50s, low 60s, very much like today. Then look at what happens on Monday. We're shooting way into the 70s, perhaps maybe even some 80-degree readings in New Jersey. It's going to be ridiculously warm out, feeling very summer-like. And that is the fuel for this storm here. And look at this thing. You see the warm air in the center like that? That's warm core, all right? So that leads me to believe this is going to have some type of tropical characteristics to it. And eventually it evolves into more of it looks like it sucks in some cooler air, so obviously it gets more of an ex-tropical look. But the fact is it's getting energy from something, all right? And that's very concerning, all right? I want to look at some of the other models that we have available to us that we can look at. Let's go ahead and let me go put this back to the preset, and we will look at let me use this one. This is the radar simulation, so we'll use this radar simulation, all right? As you get an idea, this is the radar simulation. And this kind of gives you an idea of what we're dealing with here. All right, so that's the radar simulation. All right, let me go to the ICON model next. All right, there's the next model we can look at. All right, the ICON does not have that, but let's go and look at the ICON model at this storm and see, again, developing that really heavy rain. Now, the ICON has a totally different look. It seems like it has a weaker low that's further north over the land. That's a little more progressive in nature, perhaps slightly more. But that's the ICON model. All right, not really a model with a good track record. GFS has had a pretty good track record this year, so that's why I can't just dismiss what it's saying. Let's now go to the NAM 12, and I don't think the NAM 12 is going to take us far enough out, but we'll go ahead and look at it anyway and see if it does. So here's Sunday, dry. Monday, not going to see much rain. Here's Tuesday, and the NAM also wants to. The NAM actually seems to form this thing more over New England. All right, so again, we have differences here. All right, NAM and the ICON seem to want to form this more over New England and take the heavier rain and wind to our east, whereas the GFS just bombs this thing out. It really just bombs this thing out. All right, so let's go to the RGEM. We can look at the RGEM as well, and that'll also probably take us out to it as well. So there's that weak high. And again, dry for much of Monday. Then the rain comes in Monday night to Tuesday. Some very heavy rain here. And yeah, the RGEM is mirroring the GFS. Very, very close to it. All right. And it backs this up because there's a block over here. There's a blocking ridge over here. All right. So it has nowhere to go except back toward us. And that's what it's doing. And you can see, look at those tight isobars again. That's a very potent low pressure center right there. Let me go to the, all right, let's go look at the skies. We'll get that over with, and we'll get back to the storm, all right? Because if you want to get out there and look at the leaves, I suggest you do that tomorrow or Monday, because a lot of them are going to be gone if we get the kind of winds, especially east, all right? Total clouds. Let's take a look at the clouds here for tomorrow. So start off with clear skies. Should be nice and clear, but then this cirrus tries to roll in 1-2 o'clock, probably from southwest to northeast. You start seeing a little cirrus, and the winds will also swing around more to the south in the afternoon. Then for Monday, we'll have sunshine and some cirrus mixed with that strong southerlies, humid conditions, and then obviously after that, we're going to be dealing with plenty of clouds. All right. I'm not even going to speculate what it's like after that at this point. All right. We got to get through the storm first, and then we can speculate what happens after the storm. All right. Let me look at the NAM as far as the sky goes. NAM 3, and go to the 18Z for that. And again, starting off clear, but this seems to want to roll that cirrus in a little sooner. So, and then for Monday, NAM has a lot more in the way of cloudiness. All right, but the fact is Monday is going to be very warm. All right. Now I'm going to go to the HRRR as the next model we can look at here. Still don't have out to 48 hours yet on this, but you see that little area of rain showers that came through. That will be dry tomorrow, and then the next round of rain seems to go to the north of just to our north on Monday. Maybe a little bit of light rain overnight, late Monday night. We're dry for much of Monday. Maybe a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Maybe it looks like this is as far as I got. All right, on the HRRR. Let me go look at the temperatures here. All right, so you get an idea of what Monday is going to be like. And this is as far as I've got. So it only goes out to, the temperature only goes out, it takes me out 39 hours. You can see it's going to be a warm day. For tomorrow, it'll be a cooler day. So tomorrow, it'll feel like fall. Monday will not feel like fall at all. It'll feel more like August. Just crazy. We thought we were done with this. And no, you're never done with it because climate change. Keep those ACs in year-round because you never know anymore. So let me go to earthnullschool.net. We're going to look at a couple of the other... Well, actually, before I do that, let me pull this out so we can look at the jet stream here. I'm going to go back to GFS, and we'll pull up the jet stream, show you what is going on and why we're getting this crazy. There's this trough here, and you can see the deep troughs in the west. Look at these narrow troughs. So that's not normal. You're supposed to have broad troughs, but these are all narrow. And when they're narrow and sharp like this, they contribute to storms. So you see what happens. Look at what happens to the jet stream here. Look on the right-hand corner of your screen. This is extremely abnormal. So Draw the jet stream out here. Let's draw it in purple. Look at this. Look at what it does. It curves back. That is something I've never seen the jet stream do. That is very unusual. And that's why the system gets stuck. You have a block here. This is a very wavy jet stream. So we have a jet stream right now. The jet stream is back in the picture, but it's very wavy. It's not supposed to look like this. This is completely abnormal. All right, the jet stream is supposed to look more like, gentle, like this. This is more of your typical jet stream pattern for the way it's supposed to be. All right, but we don't see that anymore. All right, we see more of these undulations that are very tight like this because of the Arctic amplification that we talked about. All right, so this is a classic example of what the kind of patterns we see as the climate is changing. And of course, the media doesn't like to talk about that because, again, the people in Wall Street don't want people to know just how screwed we are. They want you to keep driving that pickup, keep consuming, pretend that nothing is wrong, and pretend that nothing is wrong. Eventually, it's going to catch up to them. And people are going to really start freaking out about just how screwed we are and how we should have acted sooner. Now it's almost too late at this point. So let me go to earthnollschool.net, and I'll show you why, and part of the reason why this is happening. Let me go to those sea surface temperature anomalies here. Look at all that warm water off the East Coast. Look at that. So you got a lot of warm water off of here, and I think these are huge temperature anomalies. So if we look at the, if I click this here, so I really wish I could move this window and put it somewhere else where it shows you the temperature. But this is 5 degrees above normal here. All right, I have to make this smaller. Yeah, we can do this. You should be able to see that. 5 degrees above normal. All right, this is 5 degrees higher than it's supposed to be. 6.5 degrees Fahrenheit above. The whole East Coast is like this. The ocean is on fire. All right. I changed this to the actual temperatures. All right, change this to Fahrenheit. The water south of Long Island still 66 degrees. That is way, way too warm. And you go to, and you still have some 70 plus water temperatures not that far away, maybe 50 to 75 miles offshore. So way above normal, this water. And that's going to contribute to some of the tropical characteristics of this. And if we go far enough south, we still have water temperatures above 80 degrees. So this is something that is going to have to be watched. Obviously, the NHC probably doesn't have anything on it. Yeah, they don't have anything on it, but this could be some type of hybrid that the warm waters definitely contribute. The jet stream, the sharpness of it, as well as the warm water is going to contribute to the potential for a monster storm. Now, let's go look at windy.com, and we can actually plug in some of the models on here. And we can look at the European first of all, and that's the other one that we haven't looked at. So I'm going to put it on clouds so you get an idea of what's going to be happening here. So tomorrow, the Europeans really, it starts off clear and then it rolls the clouds in. But then for Monday, you can see it has a lot of sunshine for Monday, all right? Although it's going to be a very warm, humid day. And then here comes the rain and that storm, all right? And you can see the storm right there. Look at that. See, that looks very tropical to me. Here's the European model. A similar type of setup. Here's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Similar type of setup, but it takes it a little closer to us, all right? But it's a similar type of deal, all right? We're going to look at the winds. We got a wind gusts already. We'll just look at wind gusts here, all right? So we go into your Tuesday. You can see, looking at these wind gusts here, we got wind gusts 31 miles an hour. So you're going to have that heavy rain. You can have that wind blowing the rain at you. An umbrella is not going to do you much good. Here you are, 5 p.m. East winds, 53, gusting to 53. So you have the potential for power outages. And again, say goodbye to your leaves. They're going to be gone. And then Tuesday night, I mean, as far the Oaks may still be able to put on something for us. But if you want to see the maples, you better get there tomorrow or the next day because it's going to be gone after this storm. And then look at this. This is the European model. All right, 73 mile an hour wind gusts just southeast of Long Island Tuesday night, all right? This is very, very frightening. Look at this. It's 85 mile an hour wind gusts just south of Long Island. I'm telling you, this has the potential to be almost like Sandy. If it's not going to take the same track as Sandy. So it's not going to be like Sandy, but it's going to be like a Sandy-like storm as far as its structure goes. All right. And again, look at these wind gusts just offshore. All right. Over us, we have 53 mile an hour wind gusts. But you're going to potential for lots of power outages with this strong wind here. 72. And then look at this. Look at here. Wednesday still dealing with this storm. So it just sits here and lashes us and takes its sweet time pulling away. And that's where you're going to get a lot of that damage and that coastal flooding. So now let's look at the waves, which are going to be pretty impressive. Look at this. 11 feet. And we're looking at the European model here, all right? 13 feet. I mean, plugged into the GP. Look at Wednesday. Almost 20-foot waves. That is insane. So it's going to be a lot of coastal flooding with this storm. And I am very, very concerned that this storm is going to be producing a lot of damage. I have major, major concerns about this. Major, major concerns. And again, we are just looking at the European. I have to switch this to the GFS now. So let's go to the GFS. Here's GFS on Tuesday. Look at this. I mean, looks tropical to me. And again, look at these very strong winds here. See, it backs in toward us. Look at this. It moves. This is very unusual. The storm is literally moving west-northwest back at us. Look at these 74-mile-an-hour wind gusts offshore. Montauk, you're going to see 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Further west, you're going to have 53. New Jersey might get off easier. It's 36 miles an hour. So maybe Jersey can hold on to some of their... I don't even think the leaves have changed in Jersey yet. 69 miles an hour. That's not that much color there. 69 at the Cape. I know, it's the least of our... Trust me, worrying about not having another foliage season because we got chipped last year is the least of our problems. Here we are at... look at this. 3 p.m. It's still here. So, and look, it's still here. Oh, I went back. Sorry, my mistake. Finally pulls away on Thursday. But it's going to cause a lot of damage. All right. So this is a very... These are some really scary models to look at, I got to say. And if we look at the clouds, obviously we'll be stuck in the clouds Monday. Well, Monday we'll have the Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be stuck in the clouds. Thursday, probably. Maybe Thursday, it'll clear out over Jersey, maybe a little bit. But other than that, we are just stuck in this horrible pattern. And like I said, this is a potential to be a significant coastal storm with major impacts for many areas, especially the further east you go. So with that, I think I'll wrap up this weather update. Get out there, enjoy the next couple of days if you want to see the leaves that are changing, because I think the storm is going to wipe a lot of them away. That's going to be it for this video, and thanks for watching.